Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Hello, hello. How are you? Everybody's coming in. A little bit different time today. I hope that's all right. I saw where a couple of you thought that it was a good idea. Okay, Steph, thank you. I'm glad you are here. Yay, everybody's coming in. Okay, let me go back to the top. Bree has a girls' night tonight. So, hi, Bree and the girls, and so glad you came by and put your thumb in there. Thank you so much. Rosie is here. How are you tonight? My dryer's done. And Cindy is here from the Knitting Artisan. I have not figured out how to put my members' links into StreamYard. So, just so you all know, as you're coming in, if you have our creator and have a channel, I would really love for you to put the word teal, T-E-A-L, and you can get shouted out in here. Denny Benini, love me some Denny Benini. Lorna, yay, president accounted for, right? Well, I got some crazy hair going on, don't I? Y'all, it's a miracle I got it combed at all. Hi, Holly. How is it going? Kathy is here. Yay. How are you today with her beautiful doggies? Where's my beautiful? He's chewing on his ball. It's been a trying day. Well, it's half a ball. We chewed the other half off, so now we're chewing on the other half. Bridget, how's it going? I'm so glad you're here. There's Margaret and Annie and Frozen. I'm trying to get caught up. And Maribel. Joyce is here. Ooh, ooh, yes, happy Friday. Oh, yes. I want to talk about that verdict tonight, too. We are going to talk about that verdict. Absolutely. Sally's here. Hey, Sally. Sharon. Yay. Niecy's coming in. Hey, Niecy. How was your Friday night? I know that Dawn was live earlier, and maybe I gave her enough time going a little bit later. I would like to play my welcome. We have some members who became members during my premiere that I had. And so I want to go ahead and play a welcome for you guys. Yeah, I said hello to the lurkers first. We got it all done. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the squares I think that she's talking about are, tell me again what it's called, Niecy. Is it the square swap? But there's a couple different square swaps going on. So, okay, I think this one, the one she's talking about was for spring. Yes, spring square swap. But Dana at Wanderlust Crochet is also doing one with the Rad Girls. Yes, so tell me, what are you working on and what are you sipping on? I've got my water. Got my water. Oh, is she there with you, Annie? Bless her heart. If you can only listen or if you can't stay, it is perfectly, perfectly okay. Bless her heart. Those hurt. Those really do hurt. I feel for her. Yes, I saw that. I am so happy for you. And Tammy had her surgery. For those of you that don't know, she had her surgery and they got everything and she's feeling great. She's been up moving around and she's doing really well. So I'm so happy, Tammy, if you're listening, she may come in. We'll see. The pattern I'm using is Petunia. Okay. The one with thread, girls. Okay. Hello, Roseann. Welcome in. I gave you a welcome earlier for being a member. Baked potato soup sounds so good. Oh, that sounds good. I ate earlier with Papa, so I will be eating later, having some really, really good. I cooked twice this week and we have leftovers. Oh, she's sitting with Pop Pop. Okay. Sipping on water. So I've got my water, and then in my Texas cup, I have got my coffee. Very full. You guys can probably see it there. Oh, it's full. Wow. I might stay up just a little while tonight, so having coffee a little bit later. Yeah, she's doing really good. Needing a pair of birds from Barrett Wool Company. Pattern is called Simple Little Bird and Nest. Oh, Cindy, I am just so happy for you that you have orders. And sometime I'd like you to come on and explain how that happens, because there's a lot of us who are struggling with getting orders from people. And I love that you're doing that and that you're getting what you're asking for them as well. So I am just so happy for you. Diet Coke and doing a scrap blanket. Yay! Working on dinner and crocheting a little polar bear. Aw. Sparkling water and pixelated mitts. I know what those look like. Those are really cool. Working on your dad's niece blanket and drinking water. Awesome. What are working on the backgammon shawl by Juan. Yes. That one is really cool. Banana bread herbal tea. And you started your quirky makes, Cal. Yay. Now, for those of you who don't know, I did go back and put all the information on the live I had this week where I talked about the make-alongs. And I also put it here. So I put it down below in the description box. So if you want to know, and I think I may go ahead and leave it in as part of, like insert it when I put it on all of the videos so that you guys have that. So yay, what colors are you using for your quirky makes? I think you showed us on Instagram, didn't you? Mama Bear mug full of coffee. Oh, how sweet of him. Hot tea. See, and I usually hit the tea about this time, but it's just been one of those days and I needed some more coffee. Not at all this week? Are you like jonesing for it at all? Because I'd be jonesing for my knit and crochet. Oh, Sharon, we're going to have to email because I'm going to have to know about what happened. Those of you that don't know this, I interviewed Sharon on one of my crime nights. because she had married someone, and oh my goodness. Wow. I don't know what to say, Sharon. I don't know what to say. I imagine the past week or so has been really, really crazy. Oh, it does sound good, doesn't it? I mean, just to smell that tea as you're sipping it with honey. Oh, that sounds so good. Word of mouth from your channel, from Facebook friends. Had another message from a Facebook friend, but I hope to get tutorials up, free and more advanced techniques. Oh, that'd be awesome. Hey, there's old Katie. Hello, hello. How are you doing? You guys need Katie, put the word teal in so that your channel will pop up so that people can go over and join your channel. Hello, Vanessa. Look at you. You are here again for another live. So happy you made it. Behind a paywall so you can focus on your son. Well, that is awesome. And I love it. I love it. He's like, here's your coffee. Give me the grandbaby. All is well. Well, it is amazing that he was arrested because it's been really hard on her. Pictures do what? The pictures duel. Oh, it's a pictures duel. Ahead 1-0, middle of the fifth. Okay. Pink speckled main skein, Minnie's Valentine inspired colors. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm so glad. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I really love that. That's awesome. Okay. I was putting new needles on my I will show you. I will show you. There we go. I was putting new needles on, changing from the 10 to the 9. And I must have tightened them before. This is my little, that goes in this hole here. And then you turn and you can undo them. They unscrew. And then you can put the new one on and use that to tighten it. Okay. Now, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about tonight, you guys. Since it has been a while, we may be here for a while. I don't know. Mr. Fiber was taking a nap. This is my little bag. It's actually like a sewing bag. Look at, do you have this one, Katie? Craftiness is happiness. It's all about the sewing and stuff. I just love this little sack. And it's clear. I can see what's in here. Is that Dana? Did Dana come in? Hey, girl. Are you stopped or are you on the road? Oh, no. Well, that sucks. That sucks. I hope it all clears up soon. Hey, Lori. Hello. I'm in your ear. That's awesome. I got some new earbuds I'm going to try out and see if I like them. Yay, everybody's saying hello to you, Dana. She's parked getting ready for bed. Well, thank you for coming in. I'm sure you've had a long day, but I'm so happy you came by. Okay. This has just got, okay, you guys, I bought these on Amazon. No, these are the ones I got from Temu. Yes. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't like them. I don't like them. Maybe I haven't really gotten used to them or learned how to use them. But I just don't really like them. There's 3 and they are bent. They have like a... Dana is a truck driver. Yeah, Dana is a truck driver. She is awesome. She does an awful lot, even though she's driving truck. And I commend her for that, for sure. Hey, Melissa. Melissa's in the house. Don't forget to put the word teal to drop your channel. I'm so glad you came by, Melissa. I really enjoyed your last 2 videos. So good to see you when you came out with the more videos. I had missed you. So there's 3 of them, see, and they're bent. They have this cable here. And so the idea is you put your project on there and you use the 3rd one to knit with. And maybe I just haven't got the hang of them. Maybe these tips are too long. I do not know. I thought they would be awesome for hats. I don't like them. See, I got a set of the small ones and a set of the larger ones. I don't like them. But anyway, they're in here. And then I use this sometimes to take the needle off with. Oh, I got to put those away. Don't knock over the coffee. Please don't knock over the coffee. Anyway, this is my little pouch. I got a whole bunch of little bit of doodads in here to help me with stuff. That's funny, Lori. So I switched these out because I did not like the 10s. So I went down to a 9. This is the 52 pickup mal. Okay. This is one of the make-alongs. I thought this would be an awesome thing for me to work on Friday nights. I can just doop, 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 and not even think about what I'm doing. Yeah, they're like the Flexi Flips. A cross between a DPN and a Circ. Has any of you used them? Joyce, surely you've used them. If I can do it, you can do it. All. So this 52 pickup mal, you cast on or chain 52, and you just go back and forth until it is as long as you want. You can make it a scrap project, or you can do like I'm doing, and I'm coordinating the colors in a, kind of coordinating the colors. So that's one thing I'm doing. But I have another idea to do on Friday nights. Let me know what you guys think. Hold on. I'm kind of thinking about doing, to get through some of my cotton, that we might do a crocheted square washcloth together. What do you guys think of that? Ooh, shawarma, cauliflower, cilantro, lime. Oh, that sounds good. No, I was talking about the flips with the 3 needles. I wondered if you have had any luck with those. They do. They feel very foreign to me. Very foreign. Oh my god, you've been to Qatar? How cool is that? Yes, crocheted washcloths. Yes. Crocheted washcloths, Annie. So they would be something you could either use as a square or keep it as a washcloth. And here's the thing. Nisi did these, the ones I'm going to be doing, that Nisi did them and made that blanket out of them. And then I was doing that, and then a rat ate my yarn. So I just got upset about it, and I stopped doing the squares and got busy at the time. Something happened and I quit doing them. But I want to go back and I want to do them again, but I want to make washcloths out of all of the tutorials that I have done. Yes, I hand knit them too. I also hand knit them. You're in on the washcloths. Get rid of some cotton, right? That's okay. That is okay. You've used the Addies and the Highs, but you didn't like yours either. Okay. Okay. A good idea. And I have, just so you know, I'll let you know, I have a playlist. It's called, if one of my moderators could put it in here, it's the B squared crochet along, okay? And there's an entire list of the washcloths. So I'm going to put my knitting one away for now. And I have some cotton here. And then we are going to start talking about some stuff. We have lots of updates, okay? And I may pull something up for you here. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the verdict, the Adam Montgomery verdict. Tonight is crime. Just so y'all know, it is a crime night. So we are going to talk a little bit about crime. Didn't like them either. That's what I thought. Use the 9-inch. You'd see? Okay, cool. Tons of cotton. See, I thought it would be a good idea. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to bring my hands back in. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do on this in just a minute. And then first I want to talk about the verdict. So, okay. Here's the color of cotton I've got. It's the Crafter's Secret. This one's called Rainbow Bridge. I am not even going to try to get the center to pull out because I have found with these Crafter's Secret ones from Hobby Lobby that they're really hard to find. Nope. I know I'm going to get nothing but yarn barf. So we're going to pull it. And pull it from the outside. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what you need to get started on the first one, which is a single crochet. This first one's just going to be a very simple single crochet. Okay, and you are going to chain 26 loosely. Y'all can do this, chain 26, and you're going to know what to do after that. We're just starting with the single crochet one, and then we'll get more complicated as we go. So, I do too. They have great colors. It's not the softest, but they have great colors. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so Adam Montgomery killed his daughter. That's what he did. And today he was found guilty of second-degree murder. I couldn't watch the trial, you guys. I just could not watch it. Couldn't do it. It was just too much. So I'm going to find an article and read this a little bit to you, okay? Is it time? He was worried. He was tearing up his tennis ball. Mr. Fiber's going to do the green toy. Thank you. So this took place, this was in New Hampshire. New Hampshire jury convicts Adam Montgomery of murder in the death of his 5-year-old daughter, Harmony. So this is the case of Harmony Montgomery. Okay, what did I miss? Was it? The forensic proof was impressive? Okay. I just couldn't. I started watching and I was like, I just couldn't. Got used to 9-inch because I dislike magic loop. Yes. Yes, that's the next thing I want to try is doing 9-inch circulars, 2 9-inch circulars. You couldn't watch it either. It was it's just terrible. And I just and there's a whole bunch of these involving kids. I'm going to just okay, and I'm using my Waves crochet hook. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. And this is an H 5 millimeter. Let me get this counted off, and then I will read this verdict to you. I'm going to read it to you because I have found that it really slows my internet down having several pages open on my computer. There is a video I want to play for you here in just a little bit, though. It was just heartbreaking. It was. All the ones with the kids are heartbreaking. Oops, I think I went too many. Yep. Bring it back, bring it back. Okay, you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook and in each across. And you should have 25 single crochets when you are done. Okay. Yeah. And then he has to show up for the sentencing because he refused to come to court at all during the entire trial. What a scumbag. So he was accused of killing his 5-year-old daughter, Harmony. He was found guilty of second-degree murder. And I totally missed this yesterday. He was also found guilty of falsifying physical evidence, abuse of a corpse, and witness tampering. Yeah, he tampered with Kayla and her father. Terrible. Jurors deliberated about 7 hours after they got the case. They did ask a question yesterday. This is why it took a little longer to get a verdict. They asked a question about recklessly. So that one had them a little bit stumped as to what the legal stuff was for the word recklessly. Harmony's birth mother, Crystal, and the foster mother, Michelle Rafferty, were both in the room when the verdict was read. They were joined by more than a dozen Manchester police officers who showed up to hear whether their hard work delivered justice. Is that not awesome? It is just awesome. Hello, Donna. Good to see you. Oh, you graduated off your walker. Good job. That is awesome. Oh, that's wonderful. You're doing so good. So she told the see, Crystal lost custody of the little girl, and then she went to a foster mother, and that was Michelle Rafferty. And then by some weird happening, she wound up going back to Adam, the father. And I'm still trying to figure out how the hell that happened. But the birth mother is Crystal, and she said he's a coward. He's always been a coward. And that's why he did what he did. He took her away from the people that loved her because he couldn't hack that he didn't have control. And that's all he cared about was control. Everything in his life. And she didn't mean anything to him. So what I wasn't sure about, and maybe somebody can tell me, is Kayla going to be charged with anything? So Kayla was Adam's wife, and she was the witness that came in and told everyone what he did, that he beat her. But I have not seen, did she strike a deal? Is that why she has not been charged? Does anybody know? Oh, well, Annie, how can she kiss it and make it better? They sure did. And I would like to see something come of that. I would like there to be an investigation into them, because there is no way that she should have been gone to Adam. No way. That just should not have happened. He should not have been allowed to have her. Yeah, it's true. Yep, they are. So she's just going to finish her perjury time. Okay. All right. Had immunity as long as she didn't lie on the stand. Okay. You know, I feel like she could have done something. It sucks that they were living in a car, no house, and they both got caught up in taking drugs and all of that. But I just don't understand, when it comes to a little innocent child like that, how you don't say anything. It just blows me away. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So I'm glad that he is finally put away, and that's that. Now today, Chad Dorman says that his rights were violated. Does anyone know about this? This all about the kids this time, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, she had learning problems, and he totally screwed up her face with one beating. I know. I know. Terrible. Okay, now let me see here. I am going to play something for you. This one is from Crime Fix. This is from Law and Crime. Crime Fix is Anjanette Levy from Law and Crime does a podcast, and this was played on Law and Crime today. And I want to share this with you.
During that, I told him he had the right to remain silent and use it.
Deputies on the stand as the Ohio dad accused of executing his 3 young sons claims detectives violated his rights. We have the top moments from the hearing in Chad Dorman's case. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix. Chad Dorman could be put to death if he's convicted of murdering his 3 young sons, Clayton, Hunter, and Chase, at his home in Claremont County last June. What Dorman's accused of doing is absolutely unthinkable. Prosecutors said Dorman laid down in his bedroom with his wife and sons to take a nap, and then pulled a rifle from a gun safe and started shooting the boys. Prosecutors say Dorman's wife and daughter tried to save the boys, running away with them and even suffering gunshot wounds as they tried to stop the carnage.
Can you get the wallet out of my back pocket? Sure. You have the right to remain silent.
Sheriff's body cameras reported deputies finding Dorman sitting on his front porch with a .22 caliber rifle sitting next to him. Prosecutors say Dorman made multiple statements, including, "I did it, take me to jail, and I shouldn't have done that." But Dorman's lawyers say the detectives violated their client's rights when they questioned him in several ways. They claim Dorman asked for a lawyer, and detectives ignored that request. At a hearing this week, deputies and detectives were questioned about how they handled Dorman, beginning with him being taken into custody.
I told him he had the right to remain silent and use it. Okay. I'm sorry, what was that last comment? You said you... I told him he had the right to remain silent and use it. Okay. And did he respond to you, sir? He did. And what did he say? Yes, sir. Okay. And what did you take that, yes, sir? That he understood I didn't want him to talk.
So after Dorman arrived at the sheriff's office, he was placed in an interview room. Detective Michael Ross testified about reading Dorman his Miranda rights from a card, but he didn't read the entire card. Take a listen.
One's talking about advice before you question, the other's talking about having a lawyer present during questioning, isn't it?
Yes. I'm not a robot. I probably should have read the entire card, but I'm not a robot.
And then if you're ready, if you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed. That you left out for you before any questioning if you wish, right?
Again, yes, I must have left that out.
So that's a little concerning. In a triple homicide, you should probably read the entire card word for word to ensure you're dotting all of your I's and crossing all of your T's to ensure you've read the suspect his rights and that he understands them. The questioning by Dorman's attorney continued.
Because I believed that he wanted to talk to me based on our short interaction earlier in the interview where I said that I wanted to talk to him, and he said, that's fine. Actually, I said, I want to talk to you if that's okay. And he said, that's fine.
Were you afraid he was going to say no?
No, I
talk to you?
No, I wasn't afraid. I'm just not a robot. I didn't read the card word for word. I read to him his Miranda rights and Miranda warnings.
How many interviews do you think he's done?
Probably hundreds as a detective and probably thousands as a road patrol.
Assistant Prosecutor Laura Barone-Allen asked Detective Ross about other statements Dorman made during the interview.
He had made a comment that the Bible says that you kill your firstborn, you kill your secondborn,
Oh, good God.
you kill your thirdborn, but first you're supposed to kill your wife. I didn't kill my wife, so I really thought that was a very important comment that he had just made, and I wanted him to repeat to me some of the things that he had said, and I was asking him about that, and he cut me off. He stopped me from talking and said, I'll just, in all one sentence, he says, I'll just wait for a lawyer. I really don't know. Like, give me a couple days, I'll talk to a lawyer and get nice, good answers. He says that all in basically one breath.
So Detective Ross, he revealed a lot there. But at the end, you heard him say that Chad Dorman said that he would talk with a lawyer and get, quote, good answers. Ross went on explaining what he said happened with Dorman.
Good
And
answers.
this discussion about a lawyer.
I felt obligated to explore it a little bit, yes. So I did. I asked him if he had a lawyer.
And what did he indicate to you?
He said, we have family lawyers.
And did you follow up on that?
Yeah, again, I felt like pulling teeth. I'm trying to get him to talk about, tell me who's your lawyer. So I asked him, is there somebody we could call? And he said, Keith Norman and Ruby Franklin.
And did he give you any information about those two individuals?
Yes, I followed up with them. Keith Norman is his father, and neither one of those people are attorneys.
So he was able to tell you Keith Norman is his dad. What did he say about Ruby Franklin?
He said that she was in the CIA, and I said, well, is she a lawyer in the CIA? And he said, she's in the CIA. So neither name that he gave me were even close to lawyers.
When questioned by Dorman's lawyers, Detective Ross said Dorman's request for a lawyer wasn't exactly clear to him.
So what do you understand you're supposed to do when a suspect is in custody clearly asks for a lawyer?
If they clearly ask for a lawyer, which I've done on other cases, on other homicide cases, they clearly ask for a lawyer, I stop questioning them, right? Which I've done before. In this case, he did not clearly say he wanted a lawyer.
But you said you tried to clarify with him. That's what you're saying, these questions you asked about, whether he had a lawyer or not, were designed to do.
I did try to explore that and clarify his comments, but he continued playing games with me.
While prosecutors say Dorman admitted to shooting his 3 sons, they also say he denied it.
And at any point during the interview, did the defendant deny shooting his son that day?
Yes, multiple times throughout the entire interview till the very end.
It also came out that Dorman was captured on camera saying a number of other things.
He said, almost like under his breath, like a whisper, what did I do? Another point, he says, what did she let me do?
What did she let me do, like his wife?
In the back of his shirt for blood. There was another point where he's looking around and he says, where's the cameras? Where's the cameras? So he was looking for cameras.
And Dorman's defense attorneys dropped a little bit of a hint about what they might claim at trial.
You've dealt with mentally ill people before?
For 26 years, I've dealt with mentally ill people, yes.
You understand sometimes they're not dealing in reality?
Uh-oh.
That's probably true, yeah. Sometimes they
Understand what psychosis is?
Well, now you're getting outside of my knowledge of mentally ill people. Okay.
So do you accept that sometimes mentally ill people behave in ways that may seem like one thing?
In my experiences, and again, as a police officer, my experiences dealing with mentally ill people typically don't know that they're mentally ill.
Judge Richard Faring?
Now, from what I understand is that when they brought him into custody, they felt like he might have been, that they weren't sure. Now, I don't know, I'm not positive on this, but that he might have been coming down off of something. There was some question about that. Now, I haven't heard anything as to whether that is actually what happened with him. We'll keep an eye on this one, but I don't think there's any way that he's going to get out of this one. Do y'all think he's going to get out of this? I don't think so.
Did not rule on the defense request to throw out Chad Dorman's statement. He could do that in the next month or so.
Okay, so we'll wait and see what the judge decides. So he didn't rule on that today. That's the other part of that I wanted to say. Thank you, Cindy. And that is, there is evidence that he had been planning on doing this for months. So having the possibility that he might have been coming down off something won't make any difference, because there is evidence that he planned it. Yes. Yep. And just like I forget who else said it, there are witnesses. So yeah. They do have the death penalty. Okay. They do have the death penalty in New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me go back to my hands and show you guys how this is looking. So this is what it's looking like. When I get to the corner, I am doing a single crochet and a turn, okay? And then I'm just going not in here with the same stitch, but to the next stitch, and then single crocheting across. And that is the first, that's the first one. Very simple. And we're going to do, these are 7 inches is what these are. If we were making the blanket, we would do these out to 7 inches, okay? But you can do it really, you can do them whatever size, whatever they come out, just to, as a washcloth, you can do what you want. But if you're wanting to make something out of them, do squares and make something out of them, then they're going to be 7 inches, okay? Yeah. But I think he is, he's being tried in, it said he's being tried in New Hampshire. Did I miss something? Hey, Carlan, good to see you. Now, the other Chad, there was a hearing. Chad Daybell, April Fools, y'all. Can you believe that? Chad Daybell's trial will begin April 1st. Yeah. So that one came out today. So good. And it was all just BS stuff they were talking about. They really didn't talk about anything all that great. Now, before we go to the next story that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to talk about the book that we just finished. Yeah, that's what it said. It says in New Hampshire. Okay. I think we're done with the book. Does everybody agree we are done? We are done with The Killing Kind. You did not like how it ended. Yeah. I agree, because it ended with him. So the book ended with the fact that Danny, first he was tried and he got the death penalty. Then he had the death penalty removed, and now he's spending life. I wanted to mention that M. William Phelps has written 45 books and won several awards as an investigative journalist. And I did not know this until today, but he has a huge true crime podcast franchise called Paper Ghosts. And that one is really good. Okay, Lori, you have not finished yet? Okay. And it's okay. You guys can go ahead and finish. We'll probably pick a new book. Well, I already know what the new book's going to be. I already know what the new book is going to be, but we're not going to start it probably until I'd like to start it next week. But if we don't get to it next week, it won't be till I get back from my trip. The one I'm taking between the 2nd and the 9th. What is next Friday? Is that next Friday? No. Next Friday is the 1st. Okay, well, we probably won't start. We're not going to start the new, next Friday is the 1st. We're not going to start the new book until I get back from my trip, okay? So I'm just going to say we are done for now. And so we won't talk about the new book until I get back. And the new book is Lost Girls. Let me find that for you guys real quick, and I will. Give me just a minute because I have it on my Audible. I have listened to it several times. Where is it? Well, it is by Robert. Stop. Lost Girls. There is also a Netflix series. It is by Robert Kolker. Okay. Lost Girls. An Unsolved American Mystery by Robert Kolker. So this is the journalist who breaks down all of the cases from Lisk, Long Island serial killer. And so that's the one I want to start when I get back from my trip. And so at least I know that even if you can't find the book on Libby, because I haven't looked to see if it's on Libby, that even if you can't find on Libby, I know you can watch the Netflix series and get kind of a general idea of what he talked about. Okay. You're 58% done. Well, you're getting close. I don't know on that one. Let me swing back to that in just a minute, Cindy. Okay, does everybody got me on that? I will go through and put everybody on the wheel for the book club for this time around and pick a winner when I get back also, okay? But if you get a chance, please check M. William Phelps out and look at his other books, because there may be some of those we might want to, because I really like the way he did this one. He was very kind to all of the victims as well. Okay, Cindy, hold on. Yes, Adam Montgomery case was in New Hampshire. Chad Dorman is in Ohio, and y'all are right. I said that completely wrong. I have too many things going around. Okay, it's on Libby. Oh, good. because I had not checked to see if it was on Libby. So good. There you go, you guys. That's from the library. Yeah, now you know that I screwed up. It was me. I screwed up. Okay. So there. That's that. Now I wanted to talk about I want to tell you guys a little bit today about what happened when I took Dad to the doctor today. He had an appointment with the cardiologist at the VA. And so we went to his appointment. We had lunch. We went to UPS store because I hate that. Sometimes when I return something to Amazon, I have to take it to a UPS store, and we don't have one here in my little old Podunk City. I have a drop-off station, but not a store. So I had to go do that, and that's okay. Got that done. Got my credit. Already used it. And then we went by the mobile home place where we got Dad's house, and we got that done. Well, while we were at the appointment for the cardiologist, I happened to mention the story that came out this week with Nancy Grace, and that was about Panera lemonade. And I want to reiterate this thing to you guys, because if you haven't heard about this, don't drink Panera supercharged lemonade. It will kill you, possibly. And I was telling her about that. 2 people have died already drinking supercharged lemonade from Panera. And another girl who was an athlete, and she's suing them because she is messed up bad. Came down with AFib. I'm sure glad I didn't ever drink it. This is a really, really good time to mention that it's best to do things in moderation and be careful. Just be careful. Moderation, and be careful what you eat and drink. How's that? Goodness. So we were talking about that, and this girl was so sweet. She was dressed, all I can say is I told her that she reminded me of Abby from NCIS. She had really dark hair. She had it pulled up in a ponytail, and she had dyed her roots teal, which of course I already loved her because she dyed her roots teal. She was cute as she could be. She had a Disney shirt on that was about Ratatouille, which is her favorite character. I'm not a huge fan of Disney, but I do like the movies and stuff. We won't even get into the whole Disney thing. It's very political, and I'm not going into politics here. But I have my favorite Disney stuff, like everybody else. Anyway, she did. She reminded me of Abby from NCIS. And I was telling her about the Panera thing, and she said she noticed that we had moved my dad here from Colorado, and she said she was from Pueblo. She says, "Did you hear about the case in Pueblo?" Yes. Exactly. Yep. And I said, "In Pueblo, no." And she told me, she said, it's the case about the couple who they just found the kids, and one of the children was encased in concrete. And I just saw that case come up recently, a couple of days ago, but I didn't know anything about it. And I didn't know it was out of Pueblo. Have you guys heard about this one? I'm sorry. It's about the kids tonight. I'm sorry. So let me read this to you guys. 2 people have been arrested on charges of murder and abuse of a corpse after the discovery of a girl's body encased in concrete and a boy's remains in a suitcase in Colorado. According to public record. The Pueblo Police Department announced the arrest of Karina Rose Menjarez, 36, on Friday, and county jail records show the second suspect, Jesus Dominguez, 35, also was in custody as of Sunday. Police found the girl's remains in a metal container filled with concrete in a storage unit last month. According to authorities, the unit was being cleared after the rent was not paid. Now, police began looking for the 2 children who had last been seen in the summer of 2018. That's when they were last seen. Their names were Jesus Dominguez Jr. and Yesenia Dominguez. So that means that these children, who were 5 and 3 years old, have their father's last name. Now, I'm not clear whether this was their mother or not that they arrested. The children, who were 5 and 3 when they were last seen, hadn't been reported missing. They hadn't even been reported missing. No. Wasn't the lemonade. I was telling the girl at the cardiology department about the lemonade. She saw that we had moved Dad from Colorado. She's from Pueblo. And she said, well, did you hear about the case in Pueblo? That's where we went with the story. Now, the investigation led police to a vehicle which was owned by Menjarez. This is the woman. And this vehicle was in a scrapyard. They found a boy's remains in a suitcase in the trunk of the car. On February the 15th, DNA that was tested from the remains belonged to the 2 missing children. Now, they're not giving the relation between the victims or the 2 people, but they have his last name. So now here's the other thing about it. Not only is he being held for the murders, but they're also getting him on taking benefits. Fraud. Yeah. So they didn't report him missing. That means they were taking the money from the government that they were getting on the kids. So there's that too. Lovely. Both of these lovely people. Does this sound familiar? Maybe like Chad and Lori Daybell? So, we are going to keep an eye on this one. And when I'm hoping when this one goes into Now I can show you what she looks like. Hold on. Just going to show you this because it's really hard to pull all this up on my phone, on my computer. This is what she looks like. This is Minjares. There's the kids. And there's the guy. So this other article, which is from CBS News, says that he is reportedly the father of the children and that this Minjares is in a relationship with him. That's the closest we've gotten to the whole setup with this couple. They were being evicted from the storage unit and gave family members permission to clear out their things. Oh, goodness. So I would like to keep an eye on that case when it comes up so we can find out what happens with that one. Okay, do you guys have any cases that I've not talked about that you wanted to talk about tonight? Landed in it. Yes. See, and I think there should be a whole lot more talked about with this. My youngest daughter was drinking energy drinks, and I kept telling her, don't drink those. Please do not drink those. I wouldn't let her drink them at home. I couldn't stop her when she went places, but I kept telling her, don't drink them. They're terrible for you. So the lemonade I was talking about, Nisi, is from Panera. Let me see if I can find an article on that one. Give me a second here. Oh, I'll try to pull it up over here. I can try to pull it up. I know. Hi, Maritza. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can find. So here's what Panera Bread says about theirs. Exactly. Power up with refreshing Fuji apple, cranberry, strawberry, lemon, mint, or mango citrus. Need an energy boost? The new Panera charged lemonades are the ultimate energy drink, guaranteed to charge up your day. Powered by clean caffeine from guarana and green coffee extract. These caffeinated lemonades feature refreshing mango, drinks cold, caffeinated, ready for summer, plant-based and clean. Plant-based and clean with as much caffeine as our dark roast coffee. However, down here it says 20 fluid ounces with 260 milligrams and 30 ounces with 390 milligrams of caffeine. And they have a sip club. So what you do is you pay like a monthly fee, and then you can go in at any time and get as many as you want every month. You pay one monthly fee, and Every month you can get as much as you want. You're in the SIP club. And 2 people have already died. So there's that. Just y'all be careful out there. Y'all be careful out there. Now, y'all are saying there's deaths from energy drinks. The Center for Science in the Public Interest reports 34 deaths linked to energy drink consumption per year. Per year. I know, they make it sound so good, right? Cigars are plant-based too, so is opium. So this is from the National Institute of Health. An increasing number of cardiovascular adverse effects. Now, y'all, I'm not a picture of health. That is not what I'm talking about here. Emergency room visits and deaths have been linked to energy drinks. In this review, we summarized available published literature assessing electrophysiological and ischemic adverse effects associated with energy drink consumption. Overall, 32 case reports and 19 clinical trials are included in this review. Ventricular arrhythmia, supraventricular arrhythmia, myocardial ischemia were amongst the most commonly reported in case reports, with 3 having a fatal outcome. Although serious ischemic changes, arrhythmias, or death were not observed in clinical trials, significant electrophysiological changes such as PRPQ interval shortening, prolongation, the QT syndrome, appears to be a dose-response relationship. So it's a response to having drank it or taken it. The exact mechanisms and the particular combination of ingredients behind energy drink-induced cardiac abnormalities require further evaluation. Until more information is available, energy drink use should be considered as part of the differential diagnosis in appropriate patients presenting with So in other words, you need to ask them if they've been drinking them. Now, this article was from 2021. Well, okay. Arsenic is a mineral, and arsenic can be found in pectin. I don't know if in pectin is the right way to say that. The breakdown in an apple, well, it's in the seed. The arsenic is in the seed of the apple, okay? And so in the breakdown of the apple, if you do not remove the seeds when you do, and Katie knows this because she's a canner, you do not ever use the seed whenever you are breaking down an apple, and you certainly don't want to eat the seed or feed it to an animal, because that's where the arsenic is. And you do have to be careful about the levels. There can be a certain level of arsenic depending on how they were processed. Okay? Okay. Mining and commercial use. Yeah, arsenic does occur in its rock formations, isn't it? Volcanoes, rock formations. Yes. Yes. So, of course, you are going to have a certain amount of arsenic that can leak into the foods we eat. So there we go. Another thing we learned tonight. Okay, how are you guys feeling about all of this tonight? Everybody, you should check for underneath in the description box, and I've left all of the information about our make-alongs there. Okay, what else? Any other questions before we go? Did you? I did not. I didn't see your latest one. It came up, but I've been gone with Dad all day today, so I have missed catching up on everybody's stuff. I saw that you had a video come up. Is it that one? The latest one? I'll check it out. A Stitch in Science, I know. Well, there's a lot of science and with the forensics, so yeah. Watch out for that arsenic, y'all. You know, my mom used to say she was not happy about having taken the she took a medication for her AFib, and she wasn't really happy about taking it because she read a lot of crime books and stuff. Yeah, Mom did too. And mostly fiction. She read fiction stuff, not the true crime. And in all of those, it was the digoxin. And she said in all of those, the digoxin is what they gave people, spouses and whatnot. They gave it to their significant other to kill them, was the digoxin. She goes, I don't think I want to take that anymore. My mama could be pretty funny when she tried. Sometimes when she didn't try. My dad is the king of the one-liners, though. That one is definitely a one-liner guy. Okay, I'll look for the thumbnail. Oh, now that you brought that up, Brigdet, let me show you something. Don't go away. One more thing, y'all. Just in case you wondered what I'm going to do with it, this is the yarn Brigdet is talking about. It's called a floozie and a lady. A lady and a floozie. It's 100% U.S. Rambouillet. It's so nice. In Colorado, and I did this in 2 different trips, I picked up this on one trip. This was one trip. And then I went back to the same shop on a second trip, and there were 2 more. So, time for medicine. So, I have 3 of these. Okay. This one is 100% merino, hand painted and hand spun. It's hand spun merino, and it was hand painted. I think it will go awesome with a lady in a floozie. Wouldn't it? This right here, these 4, is my entire collection of hand spun yarn. I know that's going to shock you guys. I want more of it. I want more of it. But this is all I have of hand spun. So when I saw that this came up on your channel, Brigdet, I had to have it. I had to have it. And I'm going to put them together. They are going to look fabulous together. Yes, Brigdet spun this yarn. and dyed it. She spun it and she dyed it. You don't have, see, and I think this is my first Rambouillet also. Yep. So that's the plan. I don't know what yet. I don't know what yet. I'm thinking, I'm really wanting to do like a triangular shawl of some sort and like make this go as a stripe. So do some and then stripe it with this one. That's really what I'm thinking. But I don't know. That was my first thought with it. Don't they look great together? So, yeah, there's that. Oh, you didn't dye it. Okay, you just spun it. Okay, I was thinking that you dyed it also. Yeah, because you usually do. How does Rambouillet feel? Okay. This is kind of this is like between a 4 and a 5, isn't it? I know she's saying 4, but I mean it's kind of like a 4 or 5. Rambouillet is, this yarn is soft, but it's not, it's not like a silky soft, okay? But it is soft. There's no bite to this at all. No, there's no bite at all. It's very nice. It does have a wool feel. You know it's wool. But this one, what I'm feeling from this one is that it has quite a bit of bounce to it. Now, is that because it's hand spun? Because I don't know that much about that. So Brigdet, does the hand spun yarn tend to have some give in it? Because that may just be a nature of hand spun. Because both of these have like a bouncy kind of lofty feel to them. She said the fiber itself is like a foam cloud. Huh. Okay, Donna, we are fixing to go too. We are fixing to go too. I was going to go and then I had that come up. Because it's chain ply. Okay, see, there's so much I don't know about that stuff. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go too. I'm tired. I really enjoyed this tonight. This was great. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Be looking for more. Let me know in the comments. Thank you. Let me know in the comments later how you feel about me doing those premieres. I did that premiere of the yarn haul, okay? And I'm kind of thinking about doing more of that, doing more of those premieres so that I can talk to you guys while the video plays. So I can still do videos, but we can still interact. How did you feel about that premiere? And is that something you guys liked? I'd like to know that in the comments, okay? Hello, Adele. Hugs to you. I knew you were watching, lurking. Oh, that's awesome, Nisi. I hope you sleep well. Yes. Okay, good night, everybody. I love y'all. Have fun today. What's left of it. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see y'all later, okay? Next time we meet, we'll do another washcloth. Go over and check out that playlist. I will link that because I did not do that yet. Okay. Bye, y'all. Thank you.